Hello and happy Sunday. Today is my 14-week update. 14 weeks since I had the weight loss surgery. I am doing great. I really am. I am not losing pounds right now, but I am losing inches, and I'm going to get into why that is in just a moment. But first, what we're going to do is look at my stats for this week. The first one is my weight. My weight only went down 0.2 pounds. I mean, I didn't lose weight this week, but I did, however, I lost a little bit of body fat. I went from 38.71 last week to 38.12, which is only a 0.2% loss or 0.3% loss for my body fat. My BMI, I went down from 33.67 to 33.64. Again, not a big change, but there is reason for that, and I know what the reason is for that. The biggest one is my change is my measurements. My waist went down. My waist went down a half an inch, or 35.5 last week, and it's 35 this week. I went down 7 inches from surgery and 0.5 inches from last week. My thighs went down 1 full inch. My biceps went down 1 full inch. The others all stayed the same. My hips stayed the same, my chest stayed the same, my neck stayed the same. That all makes perfect sense to me. And the reason is because this week I started working out much harder. I built muscle this week. I worked out. My weightlifting routine has gotten a little bit more extensive. I am doing push exercises. I do 6 push exercises 1 day a week on Mondays. I do 20 pounds and I do 20 reps 3 times. So a lot more than what I was doing before, a lot push. And then on Fridays, I do pull exercises, the same thing. I'm doing 20 pounds for every machine. I do 6 different machines for the pulls. And then I'm doing 20 reps per set, and I'm doing 3 sets. So I'm doing a whole lot more upper body. Plus, I'm also doing, on Wednesdays, I'm doing an entire set for my legs. I had told JR when we first started going to the gym that I really didn't want to do machine weights or anything like that on my legs because I walk so much. I still 7 days a week, I'm still walking between 5 and 6 miles a day. So that's a lot of walking. Plus, I also 3 days a week, I do the elliptical for 5 to 10 minutes at the high speed. 3 days a week, I also do the stair climber for 10 minutes at the highest speed, which is extremely difficult. And I always believed that doing the stair climber, doing the elliptical, and doing the treadmill, walking and running on the treadmill, that I really didn't need to use the machines for my legs because my legs were getting workout. I learned this week that that's not the case. On Wednesday, when I did the weightlifting with my legs, when I did the pushing, the squats, on Wednesday on JR and my channel on JK a lot, I will be putting up my workout for my legs this week, and I realized that I have lost a lot of strength in my legs, and I do not have nearly the amount of strength. And I really believe that it's because I was losing muscle in my legs. I've lost almost 50 pounds since I began this journey. Since JR and I got married in July of last year, I've lost about 50 pounds. And I know that I've lost it in my chest, in my arms and my chest, but I've also lost it in my legs. And I used to have very strong legs, and now my legs aren't nearly as strong as they were. And I realized that this week when I did those weights on my legs. And so I am going to be pushing hard for the next 6 weeks on my legs and my upper body. I'm going to be working hard. I really believe that's why I don't see a whole lot of change in my numbers right now, because I really think this week and this next couple of weeks I'm going to be changing fat into muscle. I really do. Now, hopefully my weight will start going down. I have increased my calories a little bit. I've gone up to, every day I'm trying to get at least 1,200 calories, and I may not stick with that this week. I may try and go down a little bit and cut my calories back down to about 1,000, because I don't like not seeing the scale move. I really don't. I know the work that I'm doing, the regiment that I'm doing, eventually I will see the weight dropping off with the weightlifting and stuff, but I think that I will try to drop back down because I'm eating more frequently now. I'm trying to I'd say probably every 2 hours, I'm trying to eat a little something, and that's making, my calories go up. I'm trying to get off of the protein shakes and try and actually add some more food into my diet. And that could be another reason why some of the calories are not dropping off, or the weight's not dropping off. But right now, this next week, I am going to try and possibly stick with 1,200 calories doing my workout routine and see how everything looks, how my clothes look for the next week, how the weight goes for the next week, and how my measurements go. And then I might adjust my calorie intake or my diet coming next week to see how things go with that. I haven't gone through my closet. I have been extremely busy. This past week I've been very, very busy. So I haven't gone through my closet yet, but I do plan when I go through my closet, I'm going to film it so that I can bring to you how much my clothes really look different. But I really am happy with my progress. I feel so much better. And I've said from the beginning that this whole situation, my having the surgery, losing the weight, working out, this is all to make my health better and to make me feel better. Because before the surgery, I really was starting to get down a lot. I was gaining weight and I wasn't happy. My cholesterol was going up. My sugar levels were going up. And at the age I am, I need to be more conscious about those things. And that is the whole reason for me doing this, is to get healthy. And that is my purpose. I feel so much better than I did before I had surgery. JR keeps asking, where's my wife? Because I keep doing things. I always swore I would never go to the gym. I would never push myself so hard, as hard as I am right now. I would never push myself like this in the gym. I would never spend 2 hours at the gym. Every morning, I get up at 4:45 in the morning, which anybody who's ever known me, I am not a morning person. I do not like getting up early in the morning. And right now I am. I'm getting up at 4:45. And we get to the gym typically between 5 and 5:15. And we're there until 7 o'clock. We do 1 hour of weightlifting. And then we do about an hour and a half of weightlifting. And then we do about half an hour of cardio, walking, and things like that. Now, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not really doing a whole lot of weights, any kind of weights or anything. I'm just walking. But I'm walking 2 miles on the treadmill, and then I do a quarter of a mile on the stair climber, and a quarter mile on the elliptical. So I am still walking every day. I'm still getting cardio every single day. I'm still doing all the things that I know that I need to do every day, because I want this. I want progress to this. And I'm going to see how this next week goes with the more strenuous workout, and see how the scale moves, and see how my measurement moves, and possibly adjust my diet again. But this past week I tried a couple of new recipes that I'm going to bring into the channel in the next couple of weeks. I have a couple of recipes that I absolutely love, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing so much cooking and food recipes. I think I'm going to try and cut back on the food a little bit and go back to more of the protein shakes, because I really love the protein shakes, and I'm drinking more protein water, which I had gotten away from. So I'm going to be trying to do that over this next week. I know I keep going back and forth saying I will, I won't, but I think I will this week, because I don't like having to eat so often. I'm constantly having to remind myself, okay, I need to eat, because I'm trying to get the protein. I'm trying to make sure that I get 100 grams of protein every day. And when you're eating regular food, that means you have to eat more food. And I'm not getting it, yes, I'm going up calories. I've consumed 1,200 calories almost every day this week, instead of 1,000 calories, which I was doing before. So I'm still working on trying to adjust that and trying to do what I need to do for that. But that's going to be about all for today. Oh, also, I forgot to give you an update on my medical situation. I did hear back from my doctor. The lesions that are on my adrenal glands are not affecting me whatsoever. All my test results came back wonderful, and so they're not going to have to do any kind of surgery on my adrenal glands. Everything is fine. I don't have to worry about that. I don't know if you can see, on this eyelid here, I have a white bump, and it's quite large. right now I have on makeup, so you really can't see it as well. But it's quite large. And I saw an ophthalmologist this past week, and they're going to remove that off my eye. And he also did tell me that I can actually have, because my eyelids droop so much, it actually interferes with my vision. It actually makes me keep my forehead tense. And he told me that if I wanted to, after I had this little white piece removed, that he can look into trying to cut down my eyelids a little bit to kind of help, because I get headaches, and that does cause headaches, having my forehead tense, trying to keep my eyelids off of my eyelashes and off of my eyes, it causes headaches. So he recommended that within like the next year and a half, that I look into trying to have the surgery to reduce my eyelids to help with the headaches and my vision and things like that. So probably in the next year, I might be looking into doing that. I have to see how all my recovery from the weight loss and everything goes first, but that is an appointment that I had this week, and that is part of my whole health thing. So I wanted to bring that and let you all know about that as well. So that's going to be it for this week. I will be back, like I said, on Thursday. I'm going to be bringing to you a breakfast casserole recipe, and it is a massive breakfast. It's more for a whole family instead of just one person, but I will bring to you that recipe and also show you how to cut it down so that you can have it just for 1 or 2 people. So I will be bringing that to you on Thursday. On the JK Alive channel, both JR and I are going to be posting our workout routines. Mine's going to be on Wednesday and his is going to be on Friday. We're going to be bringing to you our workout routine. So if you need some workout motivation, you can go to the JK Alive channel on Wednesday and on Friday to get some inspiration for that. But I hope that you have a nice week. I'll be back on Sunday with my 15-week update. So be kind, be good. Leave me a like and subscribe, and leave me some comments. Let me know how you think I'm doing, things that I can do better or worse. So I will see you next week. Have a good week. Bye-bye.